Hello. Hello. Hey, everybody. This is going to be a quick reference to what, has been going on with my friend Brian. I wasn't able to actually speak with him today, but I do want him to know, because I do think, once he is able to really balance what really is going on, that I did make a ASMR video, Brian, if you hear that. So because I know, that was something that you wanted to see, that may help you, just channel in on some peace. Um, I had got off work earlier, and, this wasn't something that I thought I was going to hear. And, it's listening to the video, you can't help but, break down when, you do care for someone. And, I got to say, Brian, though, through that video, that you have a talent. See, somebody like me that really, I care for you, Brian. So I heard that song, you said that was an original song. That song was mighty powerful, Brian. And I remember talking to you and saying, Brian, you can make a mean album, towards, for profit. And now I see that. I'm so happy I did say that to you, because I didn't know that original song was so powerful. I don't know if y'all heard it, after, so much emotion, but for him to be able to, all that emotion that was said today, and he was still able to just grasp onto that song, that shows the person within Brian. Hello, hey RNYTV, hey baby. No, actually, I haven't spoken to him as of yet. I did leave him a message. Sassy, hey boo. Teller Made, hello. Am I Miss Piggy? Yes, I am going to do a very powerful prayer. I want Brian to know that too, that my prayers, I have a connection with God, and my prayers I feel to be immaculate. So this is right on time, Brian. I know I can do right by you with a solid prayer of devotion. What Brian could be experiencing, it's not something that I can just straight off say, I know exactly what it is, because I know we all go in our different ways of life. I do know, though, that me and him do share the experience of losing a mother. And, it's definitely a life-changing event when that occurs. I've had moments where, well, I really don't want to get into me that much, but this may help. I've had moments where, after my mother had passed, where I had moments of rage, and I really couldn't control it. I said some very harsh things to people that really cared about me. And I also did things that, could have wound me up somewhere I didn't want to be. somehow I went down a route that I'll say, I guess, saved me. But at the time, I really didn't take it any appreciation to it. I didn't learn God really until my early 20s. That's when I started really learning God. And building a connection. But I gotta say, as I get older, it gets more into your reality. And I see that Brian has built a connection with who he serves. Living this lifestyle, that's something that we also share. And I can't say how he feels about himself and whatever he could be experiencing. But we all just are walking, it's yes, Egyptian goddess, hello baby. Yes, we are. Yeah. And I got to say though, Brian, if you don't know, you will. As you kind of come out of this state, for the moment, that you have a lot of people that do care about you. And even the ones that, right now they aren't channeling in the best of what they could say to you, it still shows that they're here for you. So you really see just what this group of people have really built. It's just people are building, trying to build you up, Brian. I really, well, I don't want you to go down a road of that depression. At this moment, we really don't know what exactly you are experiencing, but I could tell from the video that it has to be something. That's hard. That was very hard for you to hear. And I've been on the phone with friends before where it was cries, and it's just not. It's heartbreaking, and that's what I was feeling. When I was listening, I was just in that moment with you. I feel that I have grown a lot, and I'm staying in this way. I'm staying in this spot because you never know the type, who you are, how you can help somebody in their time of need, especially people that are closest to you. And see, a lot of times the people closest to us, we don't show them the appreciation that they deserve. For some reason, we feel like, oh, they're always going to be there, so we kind of push them to the side, and that is not what needs to be done. Mm. Hello, hey Hazel, what's up, boo? HTX, sweetie, hey baby. So, yeah, Brian, I just really that I know that my ASMR videos are something that you enjoy. And I think, it can just bring you a chill vibe. And I will hope help you, through this. Yeah. I didn't want your week to start this way. I know you were, you had a lot of hope for this week, that was in a positive. I saw that, we saw that last night when, we were discussing. You were really, having a good time. So I know that this was something that you weren't ready to hear. And, I heard what, you said. You said something that, I guess you wanted to know from the doctor. And I guess I know things have to be done. The process isn't like right on. So, anything that it could be, Brian, always remember that you can get a second opinion as well. Don't forget about second opinions. What one person may say, the next person, it could be different. Thank you, Egyptian baby. I'm really trying to, do the best I can. Brian, you got to really look in yourself, and at this moment in life, you have to just kind of think better about yourself and not line yourself in with guilt. When you lose your mother, you don't know, people, you don't know just how close somebody is to their mother. And, it can really affect you mentally. And as Black people, and I'm going to put this out there, as Black people, a lot of times we don't get the proper care, when we go through certain deaths. We have to kind of get back on the train of, getting back on this life train. And it certain things can be left that could need fixing. We know that, especially in a lot of, black men, as I'm quite sure Black women too, but we've seen it with Black men. And certain things never really get fixed because, it's, you gotta kind of wake up and be a man, go on about, your business. And when you need that strength in a moment where, it's either do or die, you may not have it all, that you may not have all that you need. So in this moment, I say, try your best. And I know, Brian, that you are a very independent person, but you have to know that when you're suffering emotionally and mentally, there are people that can help you through this. So the best thing that you could have done was ask for a prayer, because I want you to know, friend, I got you in that element. I have made a successful stance when it comes to prayer. I don't do it all the time, but now I know that this can be something that I can help you with, as well as others in my life. And I hope that this does touch you. Kate W. Yeah, see, Kate W. That's that wasn't what he said in his live, so we can't really say anything until Brian makes a notion, if he wants to, because that's not something that he really has to display. I do want Brian to know that Brian don't listen to people that tell you take it off of YouTube. No. YouTube is not always something that you have to shine away from. All of us, everybody doesn't have a support team that is stable outside of YouTube. Something that someone says may help. And I know Brian to be a strong individual. He'll be able to outweigh what someone is saying to hurt him, to where someone that is really trying to help him. I know my brother to have that strength in him. Oh, Egyptian goddess, you said yes, please. That's okay. Yeah, Brian, if you can, Egyptian goddess said if you could, please leave a way for her to connect with you. If y'all know Brian like I do, Brian is he's a nurturing type of person. I understand that certain dysfunctions that we do surface around here where we may hurt other people. We grow from this type of thing. But I see the human in him. And when you build a relationship with people over here, you see the niceness in them. It's not good to take it for granted. And this was the perfect time for me to build this friendship with Brian, because I'm in that stage of not taking things for granted, and I'm doing my best to remember and stay in a focused type of realm. When it comes to whatever, this could be, I heard, that it is room for him to maybe to be able to move forward in a positive way. Yeah. I know though it's a lot of people that care for you, Brian. It is over here. And I'm not telling you to leave this app because you have so many people that do that do care. What you did today was nothing wrong. And I know that's something that you know it. You know that you had to express yourself and the people showed up. It was times, I know that he told me that, he wanted to, talk with me, and I always did try to make myself available. And but he did tell me one time that, Ro, I want to kind of speak with you on certain things. And, sometimes in that moment, that's when that person really kind of needs you, when they're feeling, when their vulnerability is opening, that you got to kind of hurry and try to reach in sometimes, because, they'll close it back up real quick, especially in their independence. Hello, self-love yourself. Hey, baby. Yes, absolutely. I know as others as well that know how to form strong prayers. So, um if you can, find it in your hearts, for Brian, um to lend a hand, in strong prayer. Certain news can really, have devastating effects, and that's not the realm, in this moment, that I feel he needs to take. Life is so rushed, and I think, we're right now, we're in that state where, we're just trying to work and make it, day by day. Yeah. Yeah, self-love yourself. It was very emotional. Um yeah, and I know right now, I don't think he really wants to talk, but I am, just a tad bit, um frightened by that, because I know, when you're in a depressive state, that, it's something that you may need. And I don't think closing yourself up is the best thing to do. Um, unless you're able to come out of it, um, in a sane type of state. That's correct. Yes. Yeah, Egyptian. Even the people that, that aren't on the same page, they will be on the same page with you when they see, that. you're being human. You're showing the effects of something that was told to you, and you're reacting like any other person would. Mm. Yeah. So, I just wanted to really get that out, y'all. I would, hope Brian, I know he's probably in that stage of, maybe cocooning himself, cocooning. Um, if because anybody who's been in a depressive state, um, that you may not, you're feeling shel- self shelter, and you really can't get out that state. Brian, I hope that my ASMR video can just kind of give you the peace that can help you to be, feel some happiness and what you are experiencing. No, self-love yourself, I wasn't able to. He because I heard the ending of his video, and I don't think he's ready to talk to anybody. But I did, I do believe, I listened to James earlier, and I do believe that Brian will want to hear from the people that he cares for. And I think he will take it all into consideration. Thank you. Yes, Southern Nobleman. Yes, it definitely is a time to just really heal yourself. I hear Brian a lot. As I have talked to him in previous conversations, it really does seem like that guilt um, plays a heavy burden on him. But that's something that, Brian, you just have to try to heal yourself with. Um, I do feel at times, that certain lashing out that you may happen to do does wear heavy on you. And the same goes for me. That's something that I think we can reach each other at. And if you feel like that's something that you may want to stop doing, we will totally understand. You know, and I see that, you wanted to, that's where you were at a level where you wanted to change certain things, about yourself. And, we all, Brian, we love you as who you are, but if it's changes, I see that's what you have, really been discussing. If it's changes that you are comfortable with making, just know we're here for support in any ways that you may need. But um, don't change to where you're not comfortable. So yeah, y'all. I don't want to make this too extensive, because I know, other people also want to get their messages out to Brian, because Brian, you have a lot of people that care and that do want you to be experiencing light in, this state that you're in. People are they're trying to lift you up, from that state, and they want to speak with you as well. So, I'm not going to be selfish and, not give you time to go about listening to, who you need to. And, don't feel that, what you did nothing wrong by saying how you felt about something that you were told, and all of a sudden, in an instant, you letting it out showed the first part of strength. You let it out, you let the emotion out. And I heard you also said that you feel a strength that you have is being able to accept moments where you feel you may have been wrong, and you're able to kind of, I'll say, give yourself a change, to say, okay, I know I was wrong in this, and at least you're accepting it, and you're able to help yourself move forward. So, just hold on to your strengths and all, everything that you're experiencing. All right, y'all. I just wanted to touch y'all with that. And yeah, Brian, that video is up, my friend. I know you were looking forward to it. And people, they want to know what's happening with you. We want you to get out of the depressive state. It's not a comfortable state to be in. I know it can be hard and rough, but the first thing, something that you did absolutely correct, was you let people know about it. So therefore, we're able to help focus in, and we're able to handle it for you to help reach you up. Just try to give it a try. You're gonna try to take your guard down and reveal your vulnerability. And we are here to help you and love on you, Brian. Okay. All right, everybody. I'll be talking with you. Yes. Yeah, I think so too. Self-love yourself. Yes, it's quite a bit to process. And, with, work and other things. Yeah, I hope to be, speaking with him soon. But I'm gonna do what he needs now. And what that is prayer. We do know that. That's the main thing. He asked that. I know he wanted people to pray, send it, his way, and do it the best that you can. So that's where I'm headed to. Okay, everybody, y'all take care tonight, and we'll get into other discussion later. All right, bye-bye. Have a great night.